911,964. The total number of valid votes cast in Niger State is 851,937. 851,937. Number of rejected votes, we have 45,039. 45039. Total votes cast, we had 896,976. 896,976. The chairman, sir, will proceed by giving the scores of each of the political parties that participated in the election. In Niger State, sir, we had a total of 73 political parties that participated, and their scores are as follows. A party, 105. 105. AA, the score was 54. 54. For AAC, we have 324. 324. AAP, 299. 299. For ABP, 90. 90. ABP, 90. ACD, 777. ACD, 777. ACPN, 137. ACPN, 137. ADC, 588 votes. ADC, 588. 588. ADP, 2,582. ADP, 2582. AGA, 238. AGA, 238. AGAP, 75. 75. ANDP, 145. 145. ANN, 98 votes. 98. 98. ANP.
Collection officer, please go back to ANDP and tell us the score.
ANDP. The The chairman, sir, ANDP 79, 79. ANN 145, 145. ANP ANP 98, 98. ANRP 169, 169. APA 1591, 1591, 1591. APC 612,371, 612,371. APDA 894, 894, 894. APGA 389, APGA 389, 389. APM 67, 67, 67. APP 92, 92, 92. ASD 61, 61. AUN 38, 38. BNPP 42, 42. CAP 30, CAP 30, 30. CC 98, 98. CNP 83, 83. DA 123, 123. DPC 159, 159. DPP 309, 309. FRESH fresh 172, 172. FJP 148, 148. GDPN 2,115. GDPN 2,115, 2115. GPN 236. GPN 236. HDP 82, 82, 82. ID 80, 80, 80. JMPP 65, 65. KP 92, 92. LM 46, 46. LP 90, 90, 90. MAJA 98, 98. MMN 556. MMN 556. MPN 84, 84. NAC 56, 56. NCMP 66, 66. NCP 153, 153. NDCP 44, 44. NDLP 81, 81. NEPP 65, 67, I beg your pardon, 67. NEPP 67, 67. NFD 166, 166. NIP 90, 90. NNPP 187, 187. NPC 422, 422. NRM 258, 258. NUP 179, 179. PCP 2,855, 2855. PDP 218,052, 218052. PPA 835, 835. PPC 290, 290. PPN 166, 166. PT 96, 96. RAP 101, 101 or 101. I'll take that again. RAP 101, 101. RBNP 68, 68. RP 58, 58. SDP 239, 239. SNC 985, 985. SNP 125, 125. UDP 44, 44. UP 34, 34. UPN 63, 63. WTPN 2525. YES 4848. YPP 113 113, bringing the total valid votes as 851,937, 851937. The rejected votes amount to 45,039, 45039. Total votes cast in Niger State was 896,976, 896,976, 896,976. The chairman, sir, this is the collected result for the presidential election that took place in Niger State on the 23rd of February, 2019. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, the State Collation Officer for the presidential election. Are there places in Niger where election did not hold or results cancelled? Can you tell us these places and the reasons for the cancellation?
Oh, yes, sir.
Places where elections couldn't hold?
Well, we had reported cases of polling units affected across the state, particularly the local governments, and the collation officers at the local government level reported to us those challenges that they had. And we had council PUAs in Niger State where elections could not hold or were cancelled for one reason or the other. The reasons cut across the 25 local government areas, either that some of the card readers could not function because of lack of network. The local governments are very, very far apart and are very far from the state headquarters, which is Mina. Some would take about 7 hours before they reach the headquarters, and some are actually in very remote areas where some of the card readers could not function. Then we had cases of snatched boxes. Some pockets of violence were reported in some of the remote areas, but they were brought under control by the security officers that were drafted to man those areas.
Can you tell us the total number of polling units involved and the total number of registered voters?
In each of the local governments?
In summary.
Oh, okay. The total number of polling units affected were 105 in Niger State. And as I said, it involved most of the local government areas, almost all the 25 local government areas.
Total number of registered voters?
Number of registered voters affected was 71,237.
Do you have the reports from the EOs?
Yes, we have the reports, but we left it at the
Secretariat.
Each of the reported cases, we had submissions on them, and we submitted.
Forward them. You should forward them to me.
Yes, we had all of them. There was no report that did not have.
Just forward them to me, Scope. That's all.
Okay, sir.
You have a summary on the EC40G, and then submit the reports.
We are also going to submit this to you, sir.
That is the 40G.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So at this point, may I invite you, the State Collection Officer, to formally present the original of your report and the EC 40G to me. Please come forward and make your presentation. Don't put them in the envelope, just bring them the way they are. Okay. Hold this one.
This is continuation, sir. There are 25 local government areas, and this sheet could not take all the 25.
And you have countersigned all this?
Yes, sir. I have. And the party representatives, party agents have signed.
Okay.
This is the continuation.
Don't worry. Let me see this one. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Thank you.
the opportunity,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, next state. Which state is ready?
Yes, Jigawa is ready, sir. Jigawa, can you step forward, please? What I told the party agents that they have observations about presentations by Niger, specific to Niger, sir.
Okay.
Oh, sir.
Please go ahead.
Sorry, Niger, hold on a second. Niger, can you just hold on a second? There are one or two observations. Can you hold on so the party agents can make the observations? Where's the...
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, colleagues. My name is Alaye Eremia Jr. from the Young Progressive Party. I have a question I need to ask because it's becoming recurrent right now about this card reader. The card reader issue is becoming more pronounced than voters. Now, in a case, like you said, Professor, that about 45,000 was cancelled. Now, she said, Ayodakota, it was based on network. If it is based on network, should it be cancelled? Because I don't think at that point it's a fault of the voters or anything, because that's network. Now, in a place where network is a problem, why do we still continue to use the card reader and cancel these votes that would have counted for somebody? Thank you.
Give the second one.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Chairman. My name is Raphael Ekpang. I represent NCMP. I want to observe that as at the time we had the last adjournment, 12:35 earlier this morning, Plateau State were very much ready. I'm concerned about their security. Are they safe?
Well, please, as much as possible,
Okay.
limits to the state.
Even though this question should naturally go to the scope, but let me quickly respond to them. The first one by the agent of the YPP talked about 45,000 voters who could not vote simply on account of lack of network. The first thing to say is that based on the report that is before me and what the scope said, I didn't hear her say that 45,000 voters were disenfranchised simply on account of lack of network. The second question is, should their votes be invalidated? She has submitted a report on places where election could not hold and places where votes were cancelled. And that amounts to over 71,000. She has forwarded the summary on the EC 40G. She's also going to submit the individual reports from the local governments and the polling units where this incident happened. We'll study this along other reports. Before we conclude the process, we'll come back to this and all the other issues raised yesterday, which we have harvested. The second one from the NCNP is that our officials in Plateau safe. We have no cause to doubt that any of our officials in Plateau is not safe. They are safe. Thank you very much. When the figures are reconciled, the report will be presented. Thank you. So thank you very much, Scope Niger. We have been harvesting all the issues, party agents. We'll come back to these issues before we conclude the process. So all the issues you have raised, I've been harvesting them. I will respond to them one by one before we conclude the process. Which state is ready next? Is it?
Jigawa, can you step up, please?
Jigawa, okay. Is the scope for Jigawa around?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please.
Mr. Chairman, National Commissioners of INEC, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Professor Abdullahi Abduzuru, the Vice Chancellor, Usmanu Danfodio University, Sokoto. I am the Presidential Coalition Officer for Jigawa State for the election that took place on the 23rd February 2019. With me here is the resident electoral commissioner for the state, Dr. Mahmoud. The state has 27 local governments. Mr. Chairman, I will now proceed to present the result of the collation process. total number of registered voters, 2,104,889. 2,104,889. Total number of accredited voters, 1,171,801. 1,171,801. Now I present the score for each of the parties. Party A, 69, 69. Party AA, 171, 171. AAC, 226, 226. AAP, 338, 338. ABP, 69, 69. ACD, 160, 160. ACPN, 97, 97. ADC, 261, 261. ADP, 107, 107. AGA, 123, 123. AGAP, 89, 89. ANDP, 90, 90. ANN, 66, 66. ANP, 70, 70. ANRP, 147, 147. APA 1,420. 1420. APC 794,738. 794738. APDA 846. 846. APGA 140. 140. APM 53. 53. APP 54. 54. ASD 70. 70. AUN 55. 55. BNPP 14. 14. CAP 20. 20. CC 43. 43. CNP 38. 38. DA 88. 88. DPC 124. 124. DPP 166. 166. Fresh FRESH 159. 159. FJP 224. 224. GDPN 3,231. 3231. GPN 245. 245. HDP 75. 75. ID 56. 56. JMPP 80. 80. KP 95. 95. LM 4646, LP 6565, MAJA 198, MMN 458, 458, MPN 95, 95, NAC 50, 50, NCMP 47, 47, NCP 96, 96, NDCP 27, 27, NDLP 24, 24, NEPP 52, 52, NFD 52, 52, NIP 44, 44, NNPP 81, 81, NPC 293, 293, NRM 98, 98, NUP 177, 177, PCP 2761, 2761, PDP 289,895, 289895, PPA 630, 630, PPC 309, 309, PPN 105, 105, PT 130, 130, RAP 172, 172, RBNP 67. 67. RP 126. 126. SDP 5011. 5011. SNC 684. 684. SNP 88. 88. UDP 47. 47. UP 27. 27. UPN 16. 16. WTPN 18. 18. Yes. YES 71. 71. YPP 67. 67. Total valid votes 1,106,244. 1106244. Total rejected votes 43,678. 43678. Total votes cast 1,149,922. 1,149,922. Mr. Chairman, sir, this is the result we collated from the presidential election at Jigawa State that took place on the 23rd February 2019. Sir.
Thank you very much, Scof Jigawa. Any further information on places where elections did not hold or cancelled?
Yes, sir. We have cancellation of results in 10 local governments in which 30 polling units were affected, and the total number of registered voters that were affected is 16,014. 16014. And the reasons given: overvoting in some of these things, some few places the voters were rejected the use of the smart card reader, one or two cases of malfunctioning of the card reader and then pockets of violence. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Was there any place in Jigawa where you conducted the election as a result of glitches from the smart card reader? No place.
Sorry, the question again?
I said, was there any place where, as a result of the malfunction of the smart card reader, you conducted election in those areas to make up? None at all?
I don't have
Okay.
that.
Do you have your reports from the EOs in the local governments?
Yes, some of the reports there.
Okay. So please forward the original of the result sheet and then the EC40G along with the reports from the local governments. Let me see the main result. Can you please sign? Yeah, your name, date, and signature on the stamp.
The stamp.
Yeah, this is like just on this table. Here.
No, don't go away.
You have a biro?
Well, I have this. This will do. But this, please.
Okay, you can do it there. The stamp.
Yeah, the stamp. Signature. No, date.
The date you today. Not today. The date you signed, you processed the results.
Yes, yesterday. 2015, no?
You do the same thing to the next page, the continuation sheet.
Yesterday. Okay.
Okay.
I'm coming. But, sorry, I need this.
You read what?
I have to call it. Wait, just explain to you. Well, anything. Dip, we put that.
That's right.
Yeah, okay, so that. No, this one also I have to sign on the stamp.
Give me that. What are you doing with the result sheets? Can you give me?
No, that is always for this. So this will be 20, 50, 2, 19. Election type, so you have to put presidential. State. Go.
Let me look at it. May I have the reports?
Now, yes. The originals are with them.
You should bring the originals.
Originals.
Thank you very much,
Right.
bro.
So thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
All the best. Thank you very much. Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, Secretariat.
Yes, sir. Honorable Chairman, Kaduna is ready.
Pardon?
Kaduna State.
Okay, Kaduna, please. You should present.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Professor B.B. Shehu. I'm the Vice Chancellor, Federal University of Birnin Kebbi. I have with me the President Electoral Commission of Kaduna State.
My name is Abdullahi Adamu Kaugama, REC, Kaduna State.
My state of assignment is Kaduna State, as you have heard. I'm the coalition officer for the presidential election that took place on the 23rd of February 2019. Kaduna State has a total of 23 local governments. And it has a total number of registered votes of 3,861,033. That is 3,861,033. And it has the total number of accredited voters is 1,757,868. That is 1,757,868. Now I will take the votes by the parties. Party A scored 56. Party AA scored 54. That is 54. Right. Party AAC scored 243. 243. That is 243. Party AAP scored 190. That is 190. Party ABP.
Sorry, Scope, can you raise the microphone so that people can hear you?
Okay. Party ABP scored 74. That is 74. Party ACD scored 144 votes. That is 144. Party ACPN scored 108 votes. That is 108. Party ADC scored 558 votes. That is 558. Party ADP scored 227 votes. That is 27. Party AGA scored 87 votes. 87. Party AGAP scored 119 votes. That is 119. Party ANDP scored 94 votes. That is 94. Party ANN scored 261 votes. That is 261. Party ANP scored 439 votes. That is 439. Party ANRP scored 118 votes. That is 118. Party APA scored 1,702 votes. That is 1702. Party APC scored 993,445. That is 993,445. Party APDA scored 754 votes. That is 754. Party APGA scored 749 votes. That is 749. Party APM scored 72 votes. That is 72. Party APP scored 78 votes. That is 78. Party ASD scored 13 votes. That is 1-3. Party AUN scored 12 votes. That is 1-2. Party BNPP scored 12 votes. That is 1-2. Party CAP scored 67 votes. That is 6-7. Party CC scored 41 votes. That is 4-1. Party CNP scored 36 votes. That is 3-6. Party DA scored 30 votes. That is 3-0. Party DPC scored 117 votes. That is 1-1-7. Party DPP scored 231 votes. That is 2-3-1. Party FRESH scored 115 votes. That is 1-1-5. Party FJP scored 80 votes. That is 8-0. Party GDPN scored 1,317 votes. That is 1-3-1-7. Party GPN scored 106 votes. That is 1-0-6. Party HDP scored 28 votes, that is 2-8. Party ID scored 23 votes, that is 2-3. Party GMPP scored 41 votes, that is 4-1. Party KP scored 88 votes, that is 8-8. Party LM scored 85 votes, that is 8-5. Party LP scored 55 votes, that is 5-5. Party MAJA scored 81 votes, that is 8-1. Party MMN scored 806 votes, that is 806. Party MPN scored 139 votes, that is 139. Party NAC scored 29 votes, that is 2-9. Party NCMP scored 40 votes, that is 4-0. Party NCP scored 96 votes, that is 9-6. Party NDCP scored 18 votes, that is 1-8. Party NDLP scored 17 votes, that is 1-7. Party NEPP scored 26 votes, that is 2-6. Party NFD scored 57 votes, that is 5-7. Party NIP scored 40 votes, that is 4-0. Party NNPP scored 57 votes, that is 5-7. Party NPC scored 217 votes, that is 2-1-7. Party NRM scored 96 votes, that is 9-6. Party NUP scored 162 votes, that is 1-6-2. Party PCP scored 4,027 votes, that is 4-0-2-7. Party PDP scored 649,612 votes, that is 6-4-9-6-1-2. Party PPA scored 764 votes, that is 7-6-4. Party PPC scored 192 votes, that is 192. Party PPN scored 99 votes, that is 9-9. Party PT scored 69 votes, that is 6-9. Party RAP scored 80 votes, that is 8-0. Party RBNP scored 16 votes, that is 1-6. Party RP scored 69 votes, that is 6-9. Party SDP scored 1,737 votes, that is 1,737. Party SNC scored 1,614 votes, that is 1,614. Party SNP scored 186 votes, that is 186. Party UDP scored 60 votes, that is 6-0. Party UP scored 313 votes, that is 313. Party UPN scored 279 votes, that is 279. Party WTPN scored 7 votes, that is 0-7. Party YES scored 333 votes, that is 3-3-3. Party YPP scored 1,900, sorry, I take that. Party YPP scored 196 votes, that is 196. The total valid votes is 1,663,603. That is 1,663,603. Total rejected votes 45,402. That is 4,5,402. Total votes cast is 1,709,005. That is 1,709,005. Mr. Chairman, that is the presidential result from Kaduna State.
Thank you, Scope. Thank you, Scope, Kaduna. Any report of places where election did not hold?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. We had 89 wards, RAs, that had a total of 282 polling units where elections are cancelled for various reasons, and affecting the total voters, registered voters of 189,865. That is 189,865 registered voters.
And you have the reports from the EOs?
Yes, we have the report and we have the summary here, but the report is attached to the local government. The various reasons given were...
Okay. Okay, please step forward and submit your report.
Summary from 2 pages.
2 pages?
Yes, that's the continuation.
Did you countersign this?
Yes, I have. And this is the cancellations. The detailed reports is attached to the body for the company. This is the summary.
No, I have this one. And what are the reports?
The reports.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Chairman.
Thank you very much. All the best. Okay. Hey.
Okay, next state,
Yes, sir. Anambra is here. Anambra, please step forward.
Anambra.
Good afternoon, Chairman and members of the High Table. My name is Professor Francis Obonia Otunta. I'm the Vice Chancellor of Michael Okpara University of Agriculture, Umudike. I served as the State Collation Officer presidential election in Anambra State that was held on the 23rd of February 2019. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nkwachuku Oji. I'm the resident electoral commissioner in charge of Anambra State.
So, go on. There are 21 local government areas in Brust. And we had a total number of registered voters of 2,389,332. That is 2,389,332. Number of accredited voters, 675,273. That is 675,273. Now, the parties scored as follows. Party A, 103. That is 103. AA, 57. That's 57. AAC, 124. That is 124. AAP, 100. That is 103. ABP, ABP, 51. That is 51. ACD, 83. That is 83. ACPN, 109. That is ACPN 109. ADC, 227. ADC, that is 227. ADP, 427. ADP, 427. AGA, 107, AGA 107, AGAP 349, AGAP 349, ANDP 31, ANDP 31, ANN 45, ANN 45, ANP 26, ANP 26, ANRP 32, ANRP 32, APA 509, APA 596, APC 33,298, APC 33298, APA 733, APD 733, APGA 30,034, APGA 30034, APN, APM 104, APM 104, APP 86, APP scored 86, ASD 50, ASD 50, AUN 11, AUN 11, BNPP 47, BNPP 47, CAP 6, CAP 6, CC 33, CC 33, CNP 24, CNP 24, DA 27, DA 27, DPC 120, DPC 120, DPP 697, DPP 697, FRESH 54, Fresh 54, FJP 45, FJP 45, GDPN 723, GDPN 723, GPN 51, GPN 51, HDP 26, HDP 26, ID 28, ID 28, JMPP 38, JMPP, I repeat, MPP 38, KP 9, KP 9, LM 16, LM 16, LP 52, LP 52, MAJA 23, MAJA 23, MMN 66, MMN 66, MPN 30, MPN 30, NAC 246, NAC 246, NCMP 17, NCMP 17, NCP 21, NCP 21, NDCP 11, NDCP 11, NDLP 44, NDLP 44, NEPP 38, NEPP 38, NFD 50, NFD 50, IP 29, NIP 29, NNPP 50, NNPP 50, NPC 87, NPC Let me go back a little because of the failure of the public address system. NNPP 50, NNPP 50, NPC 87, NPC 87, NRM 64, NRM 64, NUP 119, NUP 119, PCP 4,374, PCP 4374, PDP 524,738, PDP 524,738, PPA 544, PPA 544, PPC 206, PPC 206, PPN 47, PPN 47, PT 37, PT 37, RAP 21, RAP 21, RENP, RBNP rather, RBNP 19, RBNP 19, RP 46, RP 46, 46, SDP 932, SDP 932, SNC 169, SNC 169, SNP 50, SNP 50, UDP 247, UDP 247, UP 47, UP 47, UPN 36, UPN 36, YES 405, Yes Party 405.
Before the Yes Party, there is another
Oh,
party.
sorry, please. Okay, I'll go back to UP. UP 47, UP 47, UPN 36, UPN 36, WTPN 48, WTPN 48, Yes 405, YES Party 405, YPP 4091, YPP 4091. Total valid votes 605,734. Total valid votes 605,734. Votes rejected 19,301. Votes rejected 19,301. And so total votes cast 625,035. Total votes cast 625,035. Thank you.
Any places where elections are not held or cancelled?
Yes, sir. There are about 7 local governments affected. And in the 7 local governments, we have a total of 114 PUs, polling units, and a total of 69,395 votes cancelled. So we have polling units affected 114, and number of registered voters affected 69,395. 69,395.
And you have come with the reports?
Sir?
You have come with reports from the local governments affected?
Yes, in the
Okay. Please step forward and submit the original of the report as well as the result sheet.
Okay, sir.
Professor Chunta, good to see you. Let me look at the report first. Okay. Hold this one. Hold this one.
Well done, sir.
Can you countersign? Can you sign all the places where there are changes? You can go back there and do it and bring it back.
Yes.
Let me see this. Place it on the table there and countersign those places.
see it? Yeah, you can do it. Which one? Here.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you. Thank you so much. Rick, thank you so much. Thank you. All the best. Secretariat, next step.
Yes, sir. We have, oh, you're ready, but there seems to be an observation from a party agent. Sorry, Anambra, can you pause a while? Let's hear what the observation is.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. I am Chief Ben Shola Oridiji, representing Abuja, and General Go, a candidate for the presidency. Honorable Chairman, I did mention previously that we reserve our position concerning many of the issues that came up in this exercise. But you bear with me to bring to your notice areas that we feel particularly alarming, if not distressing. And this particular one is one of them. Throughout the night, firstly, my national chairman spoke to me concerning what he himself has recorded at the collation office at the state. I'm aware, he briefed me that Oyimelu Federal Constituency, the lodge a complaint himself at the office to say that there was widespread breach of electoral laws and practice there. And he has forwarded the petition. So my concern is to ensure that the chairman, honorable chairman, that you have a copy of that petition with you. It was written by Chambers of Odumezu and Co. You have that on record, I'm sure. Fuller details will be there. Further, the senatorial candidate for Onitsha North also spoke to me virtually throughout all night. He was very distressed, saying there was no voting at all in Onitsha North local government. He did say that there were talks that invaded virtually the whole place and no voting at all. That the results were written at the local government office. That's the senatorial candidate. His name is Chinedu Emeka. This is particularly distressing. In fact, they said that the other candidate, mentioned with the name, took over the whole place and nobody challenged him. I also have concerns from Okpoko local government, where hoodlums attacked and one person was killed. I'm sure you may have all these in your record, but it's my duty to make sure that you do. Similarly, Ogbaru. Now, if I go back briefly to Okpoko local government, there was no voting in 6 wards, which made up 80% of the local government. So I start to wonder where those results came from. Ogbaru, I said previously, also has similar problems, acts of violence and suppression in 8. These are very concerning. Of course, as I said previously, we will be bringing to your notice as many, but kindly note this in your records. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, representative of the, I believe, did you say Abga party? Abga. Thank you very much for drawing our attention. Kindly forward your petition to the office. We'll look at your petition on its merit, and then we'll take a decision or look at the issues you have raised before we conclude this process. So please forward the petition to our office. I have not received anything written by any lawyer. Maybe it was written since we activated the collation center. But if there is any such petition sent to the office, our attention will be drawn to it and we'll look into the details. Pardon? Oh, okay. You forwarded it to the state collation. Okay, so state collation, if there are any petitions, please let these petitions be part of the report that we are forwarding to the central collation. Okay, Thank you. Unless the coalition officer has anything to say on this one, we'll take note but forward all petitions received so that we can act on these petitions before we conclude the process. Okay, thank you very much. Next state.
There's a gentleman there.
Oh, another? Okay.
Omale Ben Amedu of Advanced Allied Party, AAP. We have crossed 15 states and FCT. But from the figures the Honorable Chairman gave us last week, tabulation of the number of registered voters per state, from these 16 that we have crossed, only Yobe State has the figures corresponding with the records of the national chairman. I don't know why such numbers are not rhyming with each other.
Thank you very much. The representative of AAP party. We have noticed that and will come back and comment on the delimitation data in relation to the data of registered voters. I will comment on this before we conclude the process. We have taken note of that. The difference between the figures we gave last week and the delimitation data used by the electoral operations for the states. The figures are consistent with the figures on the PDF registers, but in terms of the delimitation data used by Operations Department, there is some issues, and I will address these issues before we conclude the process. Thank you for drawing attention, but I've taken note of that since the beginning of the exercise, actually.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Oyo is ready.
Oyo?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
Good afternoon, sirs and ma'ams. My name is Professor Suleiman Age Abdulkarim. I'm the Vice Chancellor of University of Ilorin, and I served as the State Coalition Officer for the presidential election in Oyo State.
Mr. Chairman, I am Mutiu Agboke. I'm the Resident Electoral Commissioner, INEC, Oyo State.
The total number of local government areas we have in Oyo State is 33. The total number of registered voters is 2,796,542. That is 2,796,542. The total number of accredited voters is 905,007. That is 905,007. The total number of registered voters for the state is 2,976,542. That is 2,796,542. The total number of accredited voters is 905,007. That is 05007. I'll now announce the votes of the parties, starting with A party that had a total of 1,822. That is 1822. Party AA had a total of 380 votes. That is 380. Party AAC had a total of 4,014. That is 4014. Party AAP had a total of 627 votes. That is 627. Party ABP had a total of 258 votes. That is 258. Party ACD had a total of 1,603 votes, 1603. Party ACPN had a total vote of 835. That is 835. Party ADC had a total of 40,830 votes. That is 40830. Party ADP had a total of 25,384 votes. That is 25384. Party AGA had a total of 452 votes. That is 452. Party AGAP had a total of 109 votes. That is 109. Party ANDP had a total of 211 votes. That is 211. Party ANN had a total vote of 1,896. That is 1896. Party ANP had a total of 212 votes. That is 212. Party ANRP had a total vote of 505. 505. Party APA had a total of 1,094 votes. That is 1094. Party APC had a total of 365,229. That is 365229. Party APDA had a total of 685 votes. That is 685. Party APGA had a total of 197 votes. That is 197. Party APM had a total vote of 271. That is 271. Party APP had a total of 209 votes, 209. Party ASD had a total of 130 votes, 130. Party AUN had a total votes of 91, that is 91. Party BNPP had a total votes of 178, 178. Party CAP had a total vote of 73, 73. Party CC had a total vote of 126, that is 126. Party CNP had a total vote of 121, 121. Party DA had a total vote of 323, 323. Party DPC had a total votes of 401, 401. Party DPP had a total vote of 1,262, 1262. Party FRESH had a total vote of 152, 152. Party FJP had a total vote of 171, 171. Party GDPN had a total vote of 1,515, 1515. Party GPN had a total vote of 286, 286. Party HDP had a total vote of 180, 180. Party ID had a total vote of 147, 147, 147. Party JMPP had a total vote of 102, 102. Party KP had a total vote of 103, 103. Party LM had a total vote of 72, 72. Party LP had a total vote of 360, 360. Party MAJA had a total vote of 144, 144. Party MMN had total votes of 770, 770. Party MPN had total votes of 149, 149. Party NAC had total votes of 83, 83. Party NCMP had total votes of 121, 121. Party NCP had total votes of 194, 194, 194. Party NDCP had total votes of 147. 147. Party NDLP had total votes of 117. 117.
Scope, can you go back to NCP?
Yes, I can.
And then proceed from there.
Thank you, I can. Thank you. NCP had total votes of 194. 194. Party NDCP had total scores of 147. 147. Party NDLP had total scores of 117. 1
Can we please change the microphone for the scope? You can have this one.
Thank you, Chairman, for your magnanimity. I'll start with NDLP again. Total score is 117. 117. Party NEPP had total score of 166. 166. Party NFD had total scores of 383. 383. Party NIP had total score of 171. 171. 171. Party NNPP a total score of 430. 430. Party NPC had total score of 784. 784. Party NRM had total score of 269. 269. Party NUP had total score of 265. 265. 265. Party PC Party PCP a total score of 5,352. That is 5352. Party PDP a total score of 366,690. That is 366,690. Party PPA a total score of 1,600. That is 1600. PC had total score of 494. That is 494. Party PPN had total score of 342, 342. Total number of votes for Party PT is 138, 138. Party RAP had the total number of votes of 137, 137. Party RBNP had total number of votes of 127, 127. Party RP had total number of votes of 76, 76. Party SP had total number of votes of 766, 766. Party SNC had total number of votes of 1,541, 141. Thank you. Party SNP had total score of 346, 346. Party UDP had total score of 133, 133. Party UP had total score of 73, 73. Party UPN had total score of 86, 86. Party WTPN had total number of votes of 46, 46. Party YES had total number of votes of 167, 167. Party YPP had total number of votes of 1,608, 1608. Total valid votes for the state was 836,531. That is 836531. The total number of rejected votes for the state was 54,549, 54549. And the total number of votes cast in Oyo State was 891,080. That is 891,080. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Scott. Any places where elections did not hold or elections cancelled?
Yes, there were 5 local governments affected, sir.
How many local governments?
Local government, there were 5 of them. They were in Akinyele, Ibadan Southeast, Ibarapa North, Kajola, and Oluyole local governments. Do I give the number of polling units affected?
Please go ahead.
Okay. In Akinyele, there were 2 polling. Okay, the total for the state came to 8. We have 2 polling units in Akinyele, 2 in Ibadan Southeast, 2 in Ibarakpa North, 1 in Kajola, and 1 in Uluyole, totaling 8. The number of registered voters affected in Akinyele is, no, let me give you that before the total. Akinyele was 556. Ibadan Southeast was 1,071, 1071. Ibarakpa North was 870. Kajola was 528. Oluyole was 248. The total number of voters affected was 3,273. 3273. Sir.
Okay, do you have the reports from the field in respect of those areas where elections could not hold?
Yes, I do, sir.
Okay. So at this point, I would like to invite you to present the originals of the result sheet and the reports. Which state is next?
Adamawa is ready, sir.
Okay. Adamawa should be ready. Adamawa?
Can you step up, please, Adamawa?
Please.
Both of you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Chairman and all other distinguished ladies and gentlemen here. My name is Professor Andrew Haruna, Federal University, Gashua, Yobe State. The number of
I am Kasim Gaidam, the resident electoral commissioner of Adamawa State of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm the state collation officer for the presidential election Adamawa State. In Adamawa, we have a total number of 21 local governments and total number of registered voters, 1,959,322. I repeat, 1,959,322. Total number of accredited voters, 874,920. 874,920. Now, I will go to the next phase to give you the total numbers performed or scored by each party. Party A, 79, 79, 79. AA, 71, 71, 71. AAC, 282, 282, 282. AAP, 205, 205, 205. ABP, 156, 156, 156. ACD, ACD, 324, 324, 324, 324. ACPN, 138, 138, 138, 138. ADC, 3,989, 3,989, 3989. 3989. ADP 329. 329. 329. 329. AGA 221. 221. 221. AGAP. AGAP 58. 58. 58. ANDP. ANDP 83. 83. 83. ANN. ANN 162. 162. 162. ANP. ANP 121. 121. 121. ANRP. ANRP 127. 127. 127. 127. APA. APA 1242. 1242. 1242. 1242. APC. APC 378,078. 378,078. 3808. 378. APDA. APDA 651. 651. 651. 651. APGA. APGA 159. 159. 159. 159. APM. APM 83. 83. 83. APP. APP 159. 159. 159. ASD. ASD 134. 134. 134. AUN. AUN 28. 28. 28. BNPP. BNPP 25. 25. 25. CAP. CAP 20. 20. CC. CC 65. 65. 65. CNP. CNP 58. 8. DA 78 78. DPC 125 125 125. DPP 461 461 FRESH 147 147 FJP 170 170 GDPN 2308 2308 2308. GPN 231 231 231 231. HDP 67 67 67. ID 112 112 112 112. JMPP 70 70 70. KP 80 80. LM 42 42 LP 61 61 61. MAJA 102 102 102. MMN 575 575 575 575. MPN 91 91 91. NAC 56 56 56. NCMP 32 32 32. NCP 70 70 70. NDCP 15 15 15. NDLP 40 40 40. NEPP 38 38 38 38. NFD 105 105 105. NIP 59 59 NNPP 162 162 162 NPC 202 202 202 NRM 155 155 155 NUP 217 217 217 217 PCP 367 367 3670 3670 PDP 410,266 410,266 410,266 PPA 1,170 1,170 1170 PPC 413 413 413 PPN 172 172 172 PT 69 69 69 RAP 132 132 RBNP 54 54 54 RP 72 72 72 SDP 978 978 978 SNC 1186 1186 1186 UDP 69 69 UP 31
Scope, can you go back to the
SDP, okay.
And then proceed from there.
Okay, SDP 978 976 78 SNC 1186 1186 SNP 143 143 143 UP 31 31
Sorry, Scope. go back to the SNP and proceed from there again.
Okay, from SNP is 143. UDP, thank you. It's as aligned well now. UDP 69. UP 31. 31. UPN 41. 41. WTPN 21. 21. 21. YES 20. 20. 20. YPP 109. 109. 109. Now, total valid votes. Okay. Total valid votes 811, 534. 811,534. Rejected votes 49,222. 222. Total votes cast 860,756. 860,756. 756. 860,756. Any cancellation of election at PUs? Yes, we have 22 polling units, 22. And with a total number of registered voters, 15,000. 15,505. 15,505. 15505.
Thank you very much, Rob. I hope you have come with the reports.
All the relevant documents are with me, sir.
Explaining, clarifying, and justifying the cancellations of elections and rejections.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, everything is intact. Okay. Thank you, sir.
So on this note, please step forward and submit the originals of the result sheets as well as the reports from EC40G and all the attachments. Secretariat, next test should be ready. Okay. Right.
So it's my honor to present my state collation officer.
Okay, let me see the results first. So, this one.
Countersigned,
yes,
all the places.
of them,
this one is countersigned. Please check the countersigned, all the places. Go back, look at it, countersigned, and then come back.
Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Break. Thank you so much. Thank you. All the best. Thank you.
Listening, I'm here. Well, if you're just joining us, this is the Nigeria Decides studio here at the National Coalition Center at the International Conference Center. Let's take you very quickly back to the chairman.
But perhaps at this stage, we should take a break of 1 hour and then come back and take the 6 states. By that time, I'm sure many more states would have arrived. Thank you. We take a break. We reconvene at 2 p.m. Thank you. Sorry, it's already 2 p.m. So let's reconvene at 3 o'clock. Let's take 1 hour break. I reconvene at 3 o'clock to take the 6 states. Thank you.
Well, like I said earlier, if you're just joining us, this is the Nigeria Decides studio here at the International Conference Center, which is the venue of the National Coalition Center for the presidential elections, 2019 general elections. My name is Muhammad Kudu Abubakar. If you've been following us, the National Coalition Center adjourned seating and receiving of results from coalition officers across the country at about 1:30 a.m. early this morning. But upon resumption at 11:14 a.m., a total of 5 states were received. Coalition officers from a total of 5 states presented their results with respect to the presidential election. They include Niger State, Jigawa, Anambra State, Kaduna State, Oyo State, and the last one, which just finished its presentation, was Adamawa State. Very quickly, let me take you through the results as presented by the coalition officer for Adamawa State in person of Professor Andrew Haruna, who is the Vice Chancellor, Federal University of Gashua in Yobe State. He was accompanied by the Resident Electoral Commissioner for Adamawa State, Kashim Gaidam. He said a total of 21 local government areas in Adamawa State, and the Adamawa had a total registered voters of 1,959,322. Out of these, accredited voters stood at 874,920. Similarly, he went ahead to announce the scores or votes received by the various political parties. But of note were APC 378,078 votes, APDA 651 votes, APGA 159 votes, and PDP 210,466 votes. Total votes cast in Adamawa stood at 860,756 votes, while total valid votes stood at 811,534. Rejected votes were 49,222. Professor Andrew Haruna announced that there were cancellation of results in 22 polling units, and this affected 15,505 registered voters. Similarly, the coalition officer for Oyo State, who had presented his results before that of Adamawa, was Professor Suleiman Abdul Karim, Vice Chancellor, University of Ilorin. He was the coalition officer, and he announced that there were a total of 2,796,542 registered voters in Oyo State. Out of these, 905,007 were accredited voters. Total number of valid votes cast stood at 836,531. Rejected votes were 54,549, while total votes cast stood at 891,080 votes. Political party scores were announced, but of note were APC 365,229 votes, APGA 197 votes, and PDP scored 366,690 votes. Professor Suleiman Abdul Karim announced that there were cancellation in 5 local government areas, which affected a total of 8 polling units. And this affected a total of 3,273 registered voters. All in all now, 17 states have presented their results with respect to the 2019 presidential elections held on the 23rd of February 2019. And these states, of course, include the Federal Capital Territory. So all in all, we have had 16 states plus the Federal Capital Territory, which makes it 17. The National Coalition Center has now adjourned to reconvene in the next 1 hour at 3 o'clock. So let me very quickly hand you over to the Nigeria Decide studio at the NTA headquarters here in Abuja. I believe Omini Odem is still standing by. Over to you, Omini.
Thank you so much, Kudu. That was an incisive analysis given by you there. Well, I still have with me Ezenwa. Thanks for staying put. And I'm being joined by my colleague, Fisai Ogunfuyi. You monitored the analysis. How did it go?
Oh, well,
we're still seeing the results trickling in. And of course, like I said, normally you begin to look at where things are going from the heartbeats of the candidates and then from the mien of the supporters. But most importantly, like we have said and continue to reiterate on the program, Nigeria wins at the end of the day, and we begin to look at the processes of beginning to continue the development process, perhaps accelerate it further, and make sure that what has been termed the different dividends of democracy continue to be the possession of Nigerians, in a direct possession of Nigerians, and we continue to rejig the processes, the electioneering processes, the campaign processes, and even the body language of the actors in such a way that we know that democracy has indeed come to stay. This is the 20th year of the Fourth Republic, and we expect, of course, that we begin to see Nigeria showing example as a leading nation in terms of its democratic processes.
Yeah, well, a lot of Nigerians right now are very anxious, itching to get the final results so that the official umpire will declare the winner who will be the next president of Nigeria in the next 4 years, effective May 29th, 2019. But I think maybe if the result came too soon, tensions would have been high. But you know, they say time heals wounds. The pace at which INEC is taking it, I think, is working on sensibilities. Maybe, what's your analysis?
No, I also think that if it takes a much longer, it's also, you give room for the common thing now, which is fake news and speculations. So really, I think that perhaps going forward, we need to think through a process that reduces the paper-heavy process that we have and the manually most of those issues so that we can save time. My sense is that INEC is dealing with this as I heard the chairman say that they will not sacrifice guidelines for speed, and I think that is important, that we are able to ensure that the processes of the collation is in tandem with extant rules guiding the process, allowing the different actors within the spectrum to ventilate, to air their grievances if they have any, and to also manifestly let it be manifestly seen that something is being done to assuage whatever grievances. I think that is helpful. Right now, I think that the states, the collation in most of the states have been concluded. I think that what we need now is the transmission to the National Collation Center and waiting for the constitutionally determined process of putting out these results, which is through the chief returning officer of the country for the presidential. Yeah.
Well, besides Nigeria, the side, NTA is also monitoring elections in a West African country, and I believe if that report is ready, Fisayo will take it. But before Fisayo takes it, maybe at the exit of that report, I might not be on set anymore. It will not be between Fisayo and other guests taking up with Ezenwa. Is the report ready, Fisayo?
We understand that the head of ECOWAS election observation mission to Senegal, 2019 presidential election, Boniya Ayi, has presented the preliminary report for the elections. At the joint press briefing in Abuja, the former Beninois president described the election as free, fair, and credible. Our own Julieta Eno was there and filed this report. All right, we'll still be waiting for that report, but we'll bring it back. We'll bring it to you in the course of the program. Mr. Ezenwa was saying something about, the size, the sheer size of the country, one, and then the fact that it seems as if the process could be a bit cumbersome. The statistics that, we have been trying to, show in the past few days indicates that we have almost the same number of presidential candidates as we have ever had in terms of 1999 to 2015. About 84 people applied to be president of Nigeria, but this time alone we have 73. Perhaps that's, and everybody is on the ballot. As a result, you don't want to look as if you are perhaps, wishing away the fact that there are so many of these parties. Even the cumbersome nature of calling every party, or in terms of every single state, is wearing on the the voices of the returning officers, the recs, and whoever is coming for. So we even Nigerians just waiting for a few parties who have done well that we have seen, but you have to go through everything. So that could be perhaps a way. There must be a way to rejig this and make it a bit, more easier, perhaps to, manage.
Actually, before Izinwa will respond to that, naturally, democracy in itself has its own cost implication. Cost in terms of finances, cost in terms of logistics, cost in terms of carry everybody along. If you dare say, let INEC maybe announce the result, the first 5 political parties, I can be sure the petitions, the issue of not being democratic will come up. So democracy has its own cost, right?
It's part of the consequence of expanding the democratic space. And democracy is about inclusion, is about participation. What needs to happen is to see how INEC can, and other stakeholders jointly thinking through a process that determines how people get on the ballot. I do know that it's not just the Democratic Party and the Republican Party that exists in the US. There are close to about 400 political parties in the US, but they don't all come on the ballot. Some of them don't even present candidates for elections. They vote on issues. Issues around gay marriage, all of those issues can be included in part of what and because they are deeply interested in those issues, they can mobilize a small area, to be able to do that. So the bigger question is that you are even likely going to have more political parties, but you shouldn't then create this unwholesome, clumsy ballot paper that we have, where we eventually may have a cardboard as our ballot paper if we are not careful. So I think that part of the conversations after this will be, now that we know, and the time that, like Fisayo said, that is taking us to get to this process, we should be able to not as we always do, circumvent conversations around what we have seen that is obvious, is to take the bold step and the courage to say, you can't come on the ballot. If we have seen you are the cumulative vote of all the other parties, except those ones with the dominant political parties, does not amount to. But then it's also something, So, but we must get to a sit down where we are able to say, how do you appear on our ballot?
Well, before we went on break, Fisayo, we were up to Abuja. That is 12 results have been announced, talking about Abia, Ebonyi, Enugu, Ekiti, Gombe, Kogi, Kwara, Nasarawa, Ondo, Osun, Yobe, and Abuja. Now we have additional Niger has been announced, Jigawa, Kaduna, Anambra, Ogun, Oyo, beg your pardon, and before they went on break, Adamawa has been announced. So far, so good. Looking at it, let's take a look at Jigawa. And Jigawa, comparatively to Kaduna and Anambra, if the board is ready, we'll do that on the board. Looking at the way they spread, comparatively, how do you look at it?
I told you that I think you shouldn't have allowed Kadi to leave. Because, like I said, I'm a process watcher. Outcomes eventually will put me in very bad situation in terms of my neutrality and independence in assessing this process. But there are states that you already have a sense of how they go. The sophistication of the voters within that environment. Kaduna is a bit shocking in the way that I've looked at it, because I had thought that the the things that preceded the election will have very deep impact on the outcome, but it doesn't appear that that is happening.
I mean, perhaps you want to, give us some breakdown, perhaps from the touch screen. I understand it's ready for you.
Okay, let's take a look at it. So that, but I'm worried that Ezenwa says he's a process person, and
I'm a process watcher myself. So let's see you go through the process.
From the perspective he was speaking, I think let us just conclude with that. That was Kaduna, right? Kaduna. Now, Kaduna, APC 993,445. PDP 649,612. You were talking about what preceded the elections.
Yes.
And by the gap you saw, you didn't expect that.
Yeah, I was thinking that that we may have that there could be backlash from all the controversies that came very few days to election. The issue of the Kajuru issues, the issue of body bags, and all of those concerns. But apparently, it's not showing here in the dashboard that we're looking at, because victory for the APC is significant in some way. It may not necessarily be an endorsement of those things, but I think that ordinarily too, people have profited from the popularity of the current president in those areas. So time will tell us. Probably on the night we are able to then match this together and see whether it really had.
So I remember on the day of polling,
yes,
Mr. President even jovially took a peep at what the wife was doing at the polling point, given the fact that she's from Adamawa State. So let's take a look at what Adamawa looked like. Will it be a surprise? 410-266-378-078.
I think that
we have some influence. The PDP candidate is from Adamawa State. The president's wife is from Adamawa State. The Nigerian factor always plays, right?
The SGF, also the SGF.
The SGF. So, what do you think?
I think that the president had always won Adamawa. So there must have been.
I'm judging from the perspective of the day of polling.
Yes.
He jovially, while the wife was casting, knowing fully where the wife is from.
That is actually an electoral offense. So I don't think that as nice as that is, you encroach on the secrecy of the ballot. I know the president is quite humorous when it comes to those issues, but I don't think he should be a good example in terms of understanding process in elections. Okay. So that no matter how close you are, it should be that person's, the value that that person imposes on that card is very important. Having said that, the wife may come from Adamawa, but I don't think she will have electoral influence that strongly in that.
Somehow, it's a bit close.
I think what Fisayo said makes more, can catch more attention for me, that the SGF, who is also somewhat a politician of note, may have influence. The likes of Nuhu Ribadu, also from that environment, and other play, and the current governor as well, working together would defeat a very strong candidate of the, will give a strong candidate of the PDP a good run. It's significant.
Before, maybe you take a look at Oyo. Let me open Oyo for you. That's your tough Oyo.
It's a politically very mature.
366-690 PDP, 365-229.
It's a very mature state politically. And don't forget that that was a seat of action group for years. For 2 elections ago, you had a Accord Party having quite a good number of people in the State House of Assembly. So, they make their own decisions based on their own convictions. So,
most times, like we talked about Adamawa, Oyo is southwest, and the PDP presidential candidate also has a link somehow with the Southwest.
That's a sure.
Yeah, but also remember that the governor has been twice lucky. I think he broke a jinx
in your state
in coming a second time, and they're now wanting to go for Senate. May not be something that sat well with an environment in which they think that this thing should be organized in such a way that there is no perpetuity and somebody does not create a dynasty, which they completely resent in the other places. That may have paid, been responsible for some of what you saw. It did not only happen to him, it also happened to his peaks. All these peaks for that area, for House of Representatives, also lost alongside with him. While you saw Folani, Senator Folani, and the rest of them make a good show in the election. So I think, like Fisher said, the people of Oyo have shown consistent sophistication in engaging elections, punishing most times politicians who assume that they are larger than life and putting them in their place, and those are important for
If
you stay with Oyo State, don't forget about the traditional institution there. The governor had a few exchanges with some of the so you have to understand that this is a state where it's almost as if there are little villages from one junction to the other. It's as if it's one community. You talk of Malifa Lafia, Bere, you move this way, and different voting patterns. You have to understand how, for instance, Ibadan
I would love to go to Anambra, so there's an issue there, but I think you talked about Jimobi. He made history in Oyo State. In 2015, he was one of the first to, I think, about the first governor in Oyo State to do 2 terms.
And he had contested before.
For instance, among the senatorial aspirants who lost, he was the first, as at yesterday, and we saw him in a report this morning, to have called to congratulate the winner. And this morning, a report coming in from Ibadan Network Center, we saw him on TV appealing to the people that he has taken it in good faith that the state should move on. So the question I asked before then was, will this have an effect on the governorship election if this kind of spirit is displayed and it follows on?
Well, I think the issues around elections are more emotive than those kind of appeal in terms of how it will impact. It will depend on the quality of the candidates. The quality of the candidates, the geopolitics of that environment, and like he said, the Ibadan issues around who becomes a governor and the dominance in that environment should come to play. So yes, people don't respond to platitudes. You take it in good faith. Who told you that people are not excited that you lost? So the bigger issue will be what is the quality of the different candidates who are on offer. And being a sophisticated political environment, it will take much more than what you have referred to bring a governor in.
Anambra is under surprise. Fisa will have to say a word before, but look at why I said so. Anambra is a stronghold of Abga, and having a presidential candidate from that, as we expected, maybe Anambra would have been a reverse, but it came with 30,000.
The VP is
54,
that goes without saying, That goes without saying. The VP for a vice presidential candidate for PDP is from Anambra.
I agree, but it's for PDP. So I expected the candidates to be a stronghold of Abga. Anambra is a stronghold of Abga.
You mean in Nigeria, you vote?
So what do you make of this? 524,738 PDP, 33298 APC, and ABGA.
I think what is playing is the fluidity that I talked about in terms of what we are seeing in our country is that there are people who are members of a political party in the morning, and in the evening they are members of another political party. And if you saw the way the governorship election in Anambra went, you will see that there is a kind of reciprocity. How do they say it now? There's reciprocity in terms of what played. I don't think that ordinarily that President Muhammadu Buhari would be able to make this this kind of showing in Anambra, but there are underplays that has allowed that to happen, and which also affected Abuja itself, because the governor has been frontal in his support, not for his own candidate, the candidate of his party, but he has not hidden his support for President Muhammadu Buhari.
Okay.
He has not hidden that, and so what it means is that he's either trying to pay back, because also during that election, it was obvious that there is some camaraderie between him and the candidate of the APC.
Okay, let's come to Niger. Niger States. Naturally, results from FCT and results from Nasarawa State, results from FCT and results from Niger State. Most times people think they are contiguous because of their proximity, kind of. So would you think FCT just close to Niger State and this? How do you contrast that?
No, I don't think that. I don't agree with that analysis. I think that
but it has FCT results could have an influence on Nasarawa State.
It is known that capital cities are, even though they are seats of power, they are also seats of opposition all over the world. You didn't see Trump winning DC, and he didn't win New York as well. So in many times, and in other African countries, if you check, the capital cities respond differently to political issues. So I'm not surprised that the sitting president lost in FCT. I'm not surprised. The reasons are not far-fetched. I also know that the president will not be winning in places like Maitama, Asokoro, and the rest of them. The elites of the country have their current issues right now. But you can't say that in Niger. Yeah. The people of Niger seems to have, their support seems to be really, really massive in terms of, and that is what you are seeing in other places. In most states, capitals, you are not likely going to see even governors winning those state capitals many, many times.
Well, before I take my seat, let me allow Fisher to give a media perspective to the results released so far.
My question,
18 in all.
My question, yes, okay, is in terms of turnout so far, in terms of, the voter turnout. In your own perspective, having seen the performance so far, at least in about 17 states or 18 states announced, especially putting against the backdrop of the fact that these elections was postponed by a week, have we done well in terms of the turnout? Have we done well? And if we have not, why?
Fisayo, watching the vote PVT of Yaga Africa has put voter turnout to be between 36% and 40%. Meaning that it's still hovering around what you had in 2015. If you check Anambra, which Omini has just showed us, for instance, you are seeing that not up to 700,000 people came out to vote for a voting population of almost 1.4 million. So it has something to do with first, why people register. We are not interrogating the motivation for registering. The motivation for registering may not necessarily be to cast a vote. It may be to have an identity card. It may be also that, okay, if in case my child is going back to school, who knows, they may request in public school, they may request that the parents provide. There are all kinds of reasons for which people register. And there are people who, their attitude to this thing is that, look.
Okay, let me call it. I think we need to go to Port Harcourt now, where there are some updates. Hello, Port Harcourt. I don't know who is there right now.
Inspector I sent up deployed to the government.
A very good afternoon to you and welcome to the 6th Division Nigerian Army Port Harcourt, from where we will be reaching you live with the modest achievements of the Nigerian Army in the just concluded 2019 Presidential and National Assembly elections. The division will be addressing newsmen on critical issues arising, especially those bordering on the support services it provided to civil authorities in ensuring a peaceful conduct of the elections in Rivers State. My name is Onengie Fineface. I'll be in your commentary box to relay this event to you live on behalf of the outside broadcast team here in Port Harcourt. The Army Deputy Director Information, Colonel Aminu Iliasu, had indicated that some suspects were arrested, those who were involved in one form of electoral violence or the other. Also were arrested are some items, vehicles, and a recorded telephone conversation, all of which will be on display before newsmen in Port Harcourt, just as the Army shares its experiences in providing security aid to civil authorities in the elections.
Okay. Gentlemen of the press, similarly, same day, Saturday, 23rd of February 2019, the day of the just concluded election, at about 7 a.m., a member of Rivers State House of Assembly, Honorable Opokri Wanaka, in company of Dr. Rizum Onya Williams, who happens to be the Rivers State Commissioner for Urban Development, visited on troops camp at Akinima and requested to be acquainted with the commander of the troops at the location. Honorable Opokri offered the officer some amount of money he removed from his pocket, but the officer not only rejected the offer, but sent the doer away. Incidentally, while the officer and his men were manning a checkpoint at Mbiama Bridge, a white Hilux vehicle with a Rivers State government registration number L02-03 RV Rivers and 8 occupants was stopped for a routine search and clearance. A carton and 2 bundles of INEC 2019 presidential election ballots were discovered in the vehicle. Preliminary investigations revealed that none of the occupants of the vehicle is an INEC staff, INEC ad hoc staff, or a security agent. During the course of on-the-spot interrogation, Honorable Opokri Wanaka and Dr. Reason Onya Williams, earlier mentioned above, appeared at the spot to convince the suspecting troops that the vehicle is part of INEC convoy that was left behind and that the vehicle should be allowed to go because the electorates are waiting. When the vigilant officer refused to be convinced, Dr. Rizin Onya immediately placed a call to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Rivers State, Barrister Wike, and His Excellency requested to speak with the officer, who declined and requested the governor to place a call to the GOC. After much resistance, the officer gave Mr. Rizin his number to pass to Governor Wike, which he did via WhatsApp message. Within 10 minutes of that, Governor Wike placed a call to the officer. Please, can you play that recorded conversation between Governor Wike and the officer?
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. Morning, yeah, this is Governor Wike.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I wanted to speak to you before. I hear you were angry.
Hello, sir.
I wanted to speak to you before, but you were angry.
No, sir, I'm not angry. Who am I to be angry with the governor, sir? Sorry, sir.
Yeah, it works.
Fine, sir. Very well, sir.
How is it going there?
Sir, very well, sir.
Okay, even if I'm not to reach you, how do I reach you?
Sir?
How do we reach you?
Sir, I'm here on the checkpoint.
Okay. I will tell that person to go back to you. I'll tell you what to do.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Please, you will repeat that twice.
Hello, sir.
For clarity.
How are you, morning?
Good morning, sir.
Morning. Yeah, this is Governor Wiki.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I wanted to speak to you before I hear you were angry.
Hello, sir.
I wanted to speak to you.
No, sir, I'm not angry. Who am I to be angry with the governor, sir? Sorry, sir.
Yeah, it works.
Fine, sir. Very well, sir.
How is it going there?
Sir, very well, sir.
Okay, even if I'm not to reach you, how do I reach you?
Sir?
How do we reach you?
Sir, I'm here on the checkpoint.
Okay. I will tell that person to go back to you. I'll tell you what to do.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
One more time.
Hello, sir.
How are you, morning?
Good morning, sir.
This is Governor Wiki.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I wanted to speak to you before I hear you were angry.
Hello, sir.
I wanted to speak to you before, but you were angry.
No, sir, I'm not angry. Who am I to be angry with the governor, sir? Sorry, sir.
Yeah, it works.
Fine, sir. Very well, sir.
How is it going there?
Sir, very well, sir.
Okay, even if I'm not to reach you, how do I reach you?
Sir?
How do we reach you?
Sir, I'm here on the checkpoint, sir.
Okay. I will tell that person to go back to you. I'll tell you what to do. All right, thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ima. Next set of suspects, please. Next set of people, please. I'm on. Okay. Distinguished gentlemen of the press, you are welcome to 6th Division Headquarters venue for this briefing. And it's my pleasure on behalf of the General Officer commanding 6th Division Nigerian Army, Major General Jamil Sarham, to welcome you all to the Python Officers Maze for this briefing. And this briefing is also to inform you of the modest achievements of the troops of 6th Division Nigerian Army in close collaboration and synergy with all other security agencies in the division's area of responsibility, which covers Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Delta, and River states. The period leading to the 23rd February 2019 presidential and national assembly elections witnessed a lot of political activity by political actors, which was normal in a democracy. However, most worrisome and dangerous is the employment of political talks and some desperate politicians to disrupt a legitimate national process for their pecuniary gains. Equally of grave concern is the daring attempt by the governor of Rivers State, Barrister Inyo Samwike, to compromise security agencies particularly troops of 6th Division Nigerian Army, with hefty inducements, financial inducements, to help him in his illegitimate act of thwarting a free and fair electoral process, while at the same time accusing the Nigerian Army and its command structure of being biased daily. Apparently, Governor Wike must have underestimated the Nigerian Army's commitment to being professionally responsive in the discharge of our constitutional roles. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Yusuf Buratai, have over time reiterated and demonstrated the Nigerian Army's resolve to being apolitical, neutral, and unbiased. He has also left no one in doubt of our total and absolute loyalty to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic. Therefore, no amount of cheap blackmail and unsubstantiated allegations will make us bulge. While we do not intend to join issues with anyone, let alone a government, however, it has become expedient to bring to the notice of the general public the actual reasons behind Governor Wike's attrition against the Nigerian Army and its leadership, with the hope that he will finally save his sword and publicly apologize to the Nigerian Army as we present to you the discoveries. Gentlemen of the press, you recall that on Saturday, 15 February 2019, the eve of the now rescheduled presidential and National Assembly elections, one barrister, Emma Oka, issued a statement alleging that a very senior officer of this command have attempted to tamper with INEC sensitive materials at the CBN Port Harcourt premises. However, a rejoinder was immediately issued by this headquarters, which not only refuted the allegations, but also demanded an apology from Mr. Oka 2 hours or face legal action. As at this moment, however, Emma Oka has arrogantly refused to heed to the advice. Ironically, on Saturday, 23rd February 2019, at about 8:45 a.m., following a tip-off on attempt by Governor Wike's aides to induce and compromise troops deployed at the CBN Port Harcourt premises, on personnel, Major A.P. Uba, and 4 other police personnel, which include DSP Oyuku Efele, who is the Rivers State Government House, Sergeant Akanu Garba, Inspector Hyacinth Oboy, and Sergeant Inketam Chuks were arrested by a team from Headquarters 6th Division. Preliminary investigations discovered the sum of 2,250,000 naira in a Range Rover belonging to the DSP. Other items recovered are 4 INEC 2019 electoral tags, customized Rivers State Government House brown envelopes, while the sum of 500,000 naira was also found in the Toyota vehicle belonging to Major A.P. Uba, which he confessed to him by the governor's aides, in addition to offer of a well-furnished accommodation for the period of his tour of duty. Similarly, same day, Saturday, 23rd February 2019, at about 7 a.m., a member of Rivers State House of Assembly, Honorable Opokri Wanaka, in company of Dr. Reason Onya Williams, Rivers State Commissioner for Urban Development, visited on troops camp at Akinima and requested to be acquainted with the commander of the troops at the location. When Opokri offered the officer some amount of money he removed from his pocket, but the officer not only rejected the offer, but sent the duo away. Incidentally, while the officer and his men were manning a checkpoint at Mbiama Bridge. A white Hilux vehicle with a River State government L02-03 RV Rivers and 8 occupants was stopped for a routine search and clearance. A carton and 2 bundles of INEC 2019 presidential election ballot papers were discovered in the vehicle. Preliminary investigation reveals that none of the occupants of the vehicle is an INEC staff, INEC ad hoc staff, or a security agent. During the course of on-the-spot interrogations, Honorable Opokri Wanaka and Dr. Reason Onya Williams, earlier mentioned above, appeared at the spot and tried to convince the suspecting troops that the vehicle is part of INEC convoy that was, and that the vehicle should be allowed to go because the electorates are waiting. When the vigilant officer refused to be convinced, Dr. Reason immediately placed a call to Governor Wike, and His Excellency requested to speak with the officer, who declined at first and requested the governor to please call the General Officer commanding 6th Division Nigerian Army, Major General Jamil Salham. After so much resistance, the officer gave Dr. Reason his number to pass to the Governor Wike, which he did via a WhatsApp message. Within 10 minutes of this, the Governor Wike played the governor. Please, can you play once more? Play once more. Play.
Hello, sir.
How are you? Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. Morning, yeah. This is Governor Wike.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you before I know you were angry.
Hello, sir.
I wanted to speak to you before, but you were angry.
No, sir, I'm not angry. Who am I to be angry with the governor, sir? Sorry, sir.
Yeah, work.
Fine, sir. Very well, sir.
How is it going there?
Sir, very well, sir.
Okay, even though I'm not finished.
Sir?
I agree with you.
Sir, I'm here on the first point.
Okay. I will tell the
Gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, Abubakar, please take control of this situation. Take control. Excuse me. Gentlemen. Please, we are civilized here. Please. No, they will be interviewed by the press. I saw they don't know that they are live. We'll give them time. We'll give them time to express themselves. Gentlemen, we will give you time to express yourselves, please. We will give you time to express yourselves, okay? So please, let's behave civilized, okay? Behave civilized, please. Behave civilized. Yes. We'll give you opportunity, please. Okay? We give you opportunity to express yourselves, please. You will be given opportunity to express yourselves, please. Please. Yes, your voice will definitely be heard. Your voice will definitely be heard. Your voice will definitely be heard. So yes, now the cows. Cows. One number that takos number. Yeah. We will. Definitely. We will. It's okay. Please, calm down. Please, we will be given opportunity. You will be given. We are gentlemen officers here. Call our worker. No. It's the interview now. It's the interview somewhere. I want you to ask them questions.
We're still at the 6th Division Nigerian Army. Just a few minutes ago, the Deputy Director, Army, Colonel Ilyasu Aminu, brought in some persons alleged to be suspects involved in electoral malpractice, but the persons involved are vehemently protesting the parading. They are saying that they had nothing illegal to do with the elections, and so they are contesting and protesting the idea of parading them before newsmen in disguise. As of now, they are addressing some newsmen in the venue of the briefing. But then we still see serious protests from some of the members. As one of them there is a serving member of the assembly. We also have among them a former commissioner in the state. And then one other man that says he is an INEC official and is wondering why he has to be paraded like this. But the argument is still on while we await the authorities of the division to clarify on these protestations.
For the press.
In his introductory remarks, the Deputy Director Army Formations had indicated that the Nigerian Army was determined to provide security support to civil authorities.
Gentlemen.
And these are some of the persons, there are other persons behind that were arrested in the course of their operations.
It's and suspects. And despite to be liberal by giving those suspects one or two opportunity to say one or two things. Unfortunately, particularly the River State government officials decided undemocratic in a democratic setting. I don't see any sane and reasonable human that is being that will want to extricate himself from that, but that has just been shown by these people. We have overwhelming evidences, including the video, the audio recording of Governor Wike's call to an officer to compromise these elections. We have played that audio tape 4 times here, 4 times for clarity. Yet, the person that intimated the governor passed the number of the officer to the governor, requested the governor to speak with the officer, is here shouting and denying. How did the governor, for example, have the number of that officer? And you have, please, listen, please, don't. Nobody is killing anybody. Nobody, please, let me hear. Nobody is killing anybody. No. Nobody is killing anybody. Please. Nobody is killing anybody. Nobody is killing anybody. Yes. We are not what you think. We are not what you think, please. We are not what you think. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, if any of these people happens to be an INEC staff or INEC ad hoc staff, please, Please let him identify himself. No, I'm not calling for you. I said let him identify himself. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, the vehicle which was used, which I earlier mentioned, which belonged to the River State government, is outside for your verification. Because I want to believe that INEC chartered vehicles for conveyance of their staff as well as their materials. Yes. The vehicle is outside. And mind you, the plate number of that vehicle was covered. We have the pictures, please. We have the pictures of the vehicle. And the vehicle is so. I think you have lost that moral right to do that after what you have exhibited here. I think you have lost that moral right to do that after what you have exhibited in front of cameras here. Final set of exhibits we are waiting. Please, can we have those things? Let them hurry up. Bring them to the front. Move them to the front, please. Bring them here now, Gazama. Move outside for the vehicle.
The briefing is still on here at the 6th Division Nigerian Army Python Dance Officers Mess, where the Nigerian military is parading some persons allegedly involved in electoral malpractices in just concluded 2019 presidential and national assembly elections. The division is about taking newsmen outside to a vehicle that they say was also arrested as part of their security activities. This is a much take on this live telecast. We'll now rejoin our network of other scheduled programs. On behalf of the Outside Broadcast team, my name is Onenge Fine. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.
We will be returning to the National Coalition Center, where, of course, we expect the Chief Returning Officer to come back and brief us on activities there, especially we understand that, of course, some of the states are arriving, and, of course, we'll begin to see results as well. One thing that came out of all that is the issue of, election violence, and we have continued to, even in this medium, appeal to Nigerians because the process is just a process to bring leaders. So what should we learn, especially from last week's elections, looking at the one coming up in a fortnight, and what is instructive, what should we take away?
Well, I think we should pay a lot of attention to the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security, which the INEC chairman is leading at the federal level, and the resident electoral commissioners, according to the Electoral Act Amendment of 2015.
We were talking before we, went to Port Harcourt about the issue of turnout of voters, and you were, giving us perhaps a background to why, we've had, you were putting it between, I think, 35 and 40%. 36 to 40%.
According to the PVT of parallel vote tabulation of Yaga Africa reporters.
What could be responsible for this, even a decline, somewhat?
Yes, that